Hello, I am Tony.
And I'm Mark, and we're here from
GardenMastersWithAZ.com. And today we're going to answer the question, when is the best time to trim shrubs?
That would be winter. And we are going to introduce you to a new concept, maybe to you, called dormant pruning.
It's not new, but maybe to you it is. So stay tuned.
Have you ever heard of dormant pruning?
Let us know in the comments. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to our channel and give us some love by liking the video. We'd certainly appreciate it. Here we are, the beautiful outdoors, standing in front of our house, which is right behind me. And right over here, we have some shrubs that need trimming back. This is the house and the shrubs during the summer. And we've decided that we're going to trim them back before they leaf out this year, hence the term dormant pruning.
Dormant pruning is a good thing to do to reduce the size of your shrubs.
Yes, it is.
So, quite often during the summer, you'll trim your shrubs with head shears.
We see that a lot, and that's okay because it's a lot quicker.
But you can reverse the problem of head shears.
Problem? There's a
create.
problem?
They just go crazy. This is a wing-burning bush. This is a node right here. So you want to prune it.
A node.
Not a gnome.
Not a gnome.
But a node. So
you can see in this graphic the nodes of a plant. They're just the place on the plant stem where new growth emerges.
when you use your head shears, it's not going to be selective. It's going to go across, and it's going to end up.
Right.
It's going to end up
in between the nodes.
Hence, internode. So anyways, what happens when you prune it at the internode? It causes all of this growth to come out right in this area. And it causes what they call adventitious growth.
Adventitious, happening by chance rather than design or inherent nature. Remember that and say that 10 times fast.
Adventitious growth. Adventitious growth, what it causes is the canopy of your shrubs to have lots and lots of branches
all at the top.
Yeah. What that does, it does not let sunlight into the lower part of the shrub. What's going to happen is you're going to have all these stems down below with no growth coming out, no interior leaves or branches.
Wow, that is what happens.
When you prune at a node, what it's going to do, it's also going to promote other growth coming out down here. It's going to promote it coming out, thinning the shrubs. It's going to cause that growth come out, have enough sunlight to create branches in your lower part of your shrub. Quite often, people will say, well, I don't want to chop my bush way down to the ground. Well,
it's really a good thing.
They'll say, it might kill my bush if I prune it too low. Well, stimulation. That's what it's all about for a shrub.
Plant stimulation.
Plant stimulation. They love to get rid of the old wood and create new wood. On that note,
On that node,
we're going to move over here to the wing-burning bushes, and we're going to show you how to reduce the size.
Now, before we get into that, I want to mention one other thing. Shrubs like wing-burning bushes can be pruned during the summer when they're actively growing. It's not a problem to do that, but why are we doing it now instead of then, Art?
We're doing it now because During the winter months, there's not a lot that you're doing in your gardens. It's a perfect time to do this. In the summer, you're mowing, you're planting the flowers, you're doing all of those other tasks. Oh, don't forget to go to the beach for a while, too. But anyways, winter, doldrums, let's just make our plants happy and healthy.
And the last thing I want to mention is you can dormant prune deciduous shrubs, that is, shrubs and plants that lose their leaves, and you can prune those when they're dormant during the winter. However, evergreens are a little bit different because evergreens, you don't want them to put out new growth just before they go dormant in the fall. Therefore, you don't want to prune those in the fall. You need to wait till closer to spring to prune your evergreen.
Before we go on, there is a couple things.
More to tell. Sorry.
You just have to clip your partner's hat when he just jumps in. Anyways, there is a few things like roses don't like to be pruned during the winter. We'll cover more of those shrubs later. You can't, but most things can be pruned during the winter. And like Tony said, deciduous shrubs are a perfect candidate. And don't forget your trees, your ornamental trees and so forth, all those crossing branches, branches that are too far out. There's more to be said about pruning your ornamental trees during the winter, but another thing to get done during the winter.
Yeah, today we're just talking about our own wing-burning bushes here because we're going to cut them about in half because we don't want them to be above the railing where we can't see out when we sit on our porch. So we're getting mopeds going by, we're getting geese flying by. I don't know if you heard the geese, but we live in a nature preserve.
That's right. These wing-burning bushes get very tall. Even though their growth habit is very tall, I totally recommend that you keep them at bay. Because before you know it, you're going to have some really thick stems down below, and it's going to be very hard to prune them.
Okay, let's get started.
This is our new height, and I try to use the porch as a guideline. Some of these are lower, but this is all going to grow back up. This is the new height. That is the old height.
You can see the difference.
Quite a difference.
Quite a difference.
Here's a node. There's a new branch. Here's a node, 2 new branches. See, I feel very comfortable with this because we have pruned back to where it's growing from. Now, sometimes you might be pruning and you'll have this long branch and there's nothing on it. Let me see if I see one for an example. Let's say this was a branch with no growth. I can kind of see where the nodes are on this branch. So I don't have any choice. Just pretend that there's no growth up here. I'm going to prune that back to there, and it will produce some new. in case it doesn't produce new, we have all of this other area growing in. So therefore, like this one here, take a look. All of this up here, gotta go. We have new growth there. So it's coming back to here. So I just want to say pruning is a lot of fun. Once you find the art of pruning, you're just going to say, this is just so relaxing, so fulfilling when you see your new growth come out.
But here's the kicker. You have to be relaxed and you can't be stressed and pressed for time, like you have to take your child to soccer practice in an hour and you're trying to get this done. You know, that's not going to be fun.
Examine. We have new growth. Cut. Instead of just chopping away, stop, examine. Here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to look overall. I like that height. Here, stop, examine. New growth there. Prune here. Stop, examine. There's nothing. I'm going to prune here. New growth. I'm going to cut here.
Man, it's getting hot out here. I gotta take this off.
Get your mind out of the gutter. What'd you think I was gonna do?
And here you have it. We are finished with our pruning of our wing-burning bushes.
That would be dormant pruning.
Dormant pruning. They were this high before, and now we've brought them down to this height. And that is this side of the porch. We still have the other side to go. But now what we're going to do is get rid of this debris. Because what happens with this debris, Art?
Well, we take it to our local township where they grind it up and recycle it into mulch.
Yep. So I am going to be loading it into the trailer now. And that will be the final step to getting these shrubs trimmed and the debris removed. If you liked the video, be sure to like it and subscribe to our channel. In addition, you'll really enjoy this next video where we show you how to plan out your gardens in summer to look great in winter too.